I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber Castley, and tonight we are watching with you guys REM episode 11.
Yes, last episode Rem went in the forest to basically kill the beast that bit Subaru and cursed him again.
In order to save him.
Yeah, and she's losing herself, like she's straight up demonic now, and basically Rem and Subaru are on their way to save her. It kind of worked a little bit, like at the end of it, he threw Rem onto Rem, and he kind of ended up in the air, and he gave one huge hit onto Rem's horn.
Make sure that she's destroyed.
I don't know if he cut it or if he just like gave it a good hit so she wakes up from this state. But they are surrounded. The little doggy that's in control, he's right there. There are several beasts. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm scared. I'm scared he's gonna die and have to do this all over again. But he seems to be doing well, so let's keep it that way, please. I don't want him to do this again, or wake up in that cabin, you know, in the morning he woke up with all the scars and stuff.
But you're sure that that's the new checkpoint?
I don't know. I'd rather this be the checkpoint and keep like all the work he did with Rem than him go back to that first day at the manor. He woke up and just do this all over again. That's gonna destroy him. Yeah. So, episode 11, we are doing this. Let's go. Backstory. That's the mother, you think? Oh, they're so cute! Oh, baby twins! That's Rem! Oh! Oh! They have power.
Oh my gosh!
As a baby, she was so strong!
And now she doesn't have her horn anymore.
This child is too strong? Did they do something to her?
I don't know. I do believe that since they're twins, they're more powerful.
She used to be so strong.
They're so cute.
It's completely different. You turn the tables and stuff.
Aww.
It's the contrary now. Oh, this is worse, guys. Don't say that. We know how this is. The sibling rivalry created by the parents. Bullshit. She's gonna do something else.
That's why she's so good at
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, baby!
If you have difficulties achieving something that you're not
good, yeah. You do something else. You do
natural
you.
at it. Find something else that you're comfortable with.
You do you. Look how good she is. She's just a kid. Thank you, sister. They ended up just doing nothing. Guys. Parents have good intentions, but holy shit sometimes.
But I think that usually Sims only have one, not one child, but no twins. Oh, fudge.
What are they? Or who are they?
Demons Hunter?
You think?
無事でよかった。
Oh. That's what happened. Fudge.
Oh my god, and she was
やっ
happy.
と折れてくれた。
Oh, oh shit.
のせいで無理を絞り出してもまるで足りない。どうしてそんなに頑張るんですの？決まってる。何もかもが足りてない
Someone
から。
new?
何のために生きるのか。すべてはあの炎の夜に思ってしまった。自分への贖罪のために代替品に過ぎないのだから。正面の折れた木を握る。足が遅い。無茶言うな。レムが一人でやらなきゃ。傷つくのはレムだけで十分で。じゃあもう遅えよ。俺もラムもズタボロだよ。下手したらお前よりひでえよ。右肩外れちゃってるよ。変わってない。またあの時と同じ罪を重ねてしまいました。レムがスバル君に手を差し伸べるのをためらったから。魔女の匂い。スバル君は死にかけたんです。あ、いいか。俺の故郷には三人よらば文殊の知恵って言葉がある。一人で考えるんじゃなく、いろいろと周りを頼れって話だ。スバル君。
Can I take them and just hold them close? Oh.
レムをラムに突き飛ばし、俺は右に向かって一人で無情にも逃げ去るっての。ウルガルムを引きつけるから、その間にレムを連れて逃げろ。俺の照れ隠しをあっさりと暴くのやめてね。助かるわけないじゃないですか。お前が知らない明暗で魔獣を一網打尽にできんだよ。
Oh shit. Let's go with the opening.
最後にしたいもんだな。
Oh. Oh my god.
スバル君が振り返ってはダメよね。バルスの覚悟が無駄になる。
Kinda true. Can she let it happen? She's gonna go back. Or not? What is he gonna do? Oh, it's true! Nice! Nice! Oh my god, that's so nice! Oh my fucking god! Oh yes! Oh, I love this kid. Oh! Oh! Finish him off! Oh! You're kind of late! Holy shit!
Entertainment is never late. He arrives when he needs to arrive.
君がしてくれたことへのお礼は尽くそうじゃないか。約束する。
Oh my god. Where are different than when she killed him?
どうしてレムの方に角が残ってしまったんですか？どうして姉様の方の角が残らなかったんですか？
Girl, you need a hug. Give her a hug.
ごめんなさい。レムより体力ねえし、料理下手だし、仕事はサボるし、口は悪いし。違うんです。本当の姉様はもっと角があればそんな評価には。でもラムにあったらの角はねえよ。だからそんなラムは俺は知らねえ。レムは優しくて努力家で一生懸命で、あと胸がラムより大きい。お前がいなきゃ きゃ俺は今頃きっと犬にかじられておだぶつだ。レムは姉様の代替品だってずっと。
Oh, girl.
そんな寂しい自己定義やめとけよ。角がないラムの角の代わりをレムがやればいいんだよ。二人で仲良く鬼ってやつをやったらいいじゃん。代替品とか言ってっけど、それこそレムの代わりなんていないぜ。俺の故郷じゃ来年の話をすると鬼が笑うっつんだよ。だからさ、笑えよレム。しけた面してないで笑え。笑いながら未来の話をしよう。どんなつまらない話でも明日があるからできる明日の話だよ。どうだ。レムはとっても弱いです。ですからきっと寄りかかってしまいますよ。
It's okay.
いいんじゃん。俺も弱くて頭悪くて目つき悪くて空気
He acknowledges it.
そこ
He
ら辺の
acknowledges
周り
it.
のフォローを期待しながら他力本願で生きてっからさお互いに寄りかかって進めばいいよ。
Oh, I love that guy.
笑いながら肩組んで明日って未来の話をしよう。
Aww.
鬼がかってますね。だろ。
Aww. He made her laugh.
And cry.
Yay.
He made a girl cry.
Aww.
時にラム、あの魔獣たちを操っていた親の目星はついたのかな。
バルスとレムが森から連れ帰ったはずの子供が一人、翌日から姿が見えなくなっていると。
また王戦絡みになっちゃうかな。腹渡がりに魔獣使い、一晩かまってあげられなかったからね。
申し訳ありません。お願いします。
かなりマナを消費したね。星々の加護あれ。これからまた忙しくなる。何としても勝ち抜かないといけない。私の目的のために。竜を殺す。その日のために。
私のことを助けてくれたお礼をするためにお屋敷に呼んだのに、またこうやって。でもすごくありがとう。おいおい、いいっていいって。俺がやりたくてやっただけの話だし。スバルはそう言うと思ったけど、それじゃこっちの気が済まないんだから何かお礼をしないと。
A date? Finally?
俺とデー
Wow.
トしようぜエミリアタン。
Don't die this time.
デート？
Please.
一緒に二人でお出かけして。
Does she have a say? Probably not.
No,
分かった。
she doesn't have a
ス
say.
バルとデートしてあげる。
He finally gets his date.
And he's still
それでこそ EMF。 あ、EMF ってのはエミリアタンマジフェアリーの略ね。
alive. Damn.
This was a great episode. So sad. Oh my god. Before we talk about REM, so one of the kids was controlling the dog and stuff, the beasts. I thought it might be like the little girl that was taken away from the others.
Maybe.
But I don't know which one, but there's one of them that went missing, so obviously that person was hiding amongst the kids and tried to pass as a victim, but
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the girl who was put aside, like
yeah,
you said.
because she was the only one they took. Yeah, you know,
And she got a connection with the little dog.
yeah. So we might learn about this later, because when he's gonna go on his date and he's gonna present Emilia to these kids, he's gonna notice that one of the kids is missing. So we're gonna know which one it is maybe next episode. But and something's obviously going on with Roswell and his plans. Like he's a scheming little shit, but I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think that what we saw with him and Ram was maybe him giving mana to her.
Yeah, replenishing her mana.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
Like, she can't use her full power because she doesn't have a horn anymore.
was he the one that cut the horn? Was he there? Why would they go with him after that? Like, she was the person who cut the horn was holding Ram, so, and after that they left her live and stuff, so I don't understand what happened. Like you said, they might have been demon hunters. Maybe
I don't know, because some of them had some kind of reverse cross with dagger style.
It's hard to tell because we don't. I mean, even if it's episode 11, we still don't know that much about the rest of the world because we've been repeating the same days, so we don't know the entire lore. But
the only thing that we know is that the jealous witch has something to do with Ram.
Rem was saying, like, for what she did to my sister, but somehow she was not involved here unless she was with the people.
Unless she was the one who sent them to attack the village.
I don't know. And that thing about the Roswell wanting to kill the dragon, but the dragon was the entity that...
Is Roswell the jealous witch?
I don't think so. But, I think the jealous witch is linked to what's happening with Subaru, and Roswell does not seem to understand what's going on with them. So, he wants to kill the dragon. It was a joke. He wants to kill the dragon, but it wasn't the dragon the thing that they made a pact with in order to seal the witch. So I'm like,
he's the one who's protecting the kingdom, basically. So
so I'm like,
by killing the dragon, you're kind of dooming everyone who lives in it.
So what's the purpose here? This is scheming things like happening. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for this guy.
Oh my gosh, the flashback of the twins. That explains so much.
We're sisters. We're not twins, but we're not that.
We got 16 months apart, basically. So we are kind of the same age.
We know what it is. Like in my case, being the oldest, I know what it is to have so many expectations to be good. Like I know what it is to be told by my parents, oh, you got an A at school, then I'm expecting you to have A's every single time you bring back your cards and stuff, your marks and the pressure of having to be perfect in everything is there. But you can also understand the pressure of having to do better. Because in our case, in their case...
I had the pressure to excel in what I was doing, maybe less than you because I wasn't the oldest. But if you want to compare something, you need to compare maybe us, because we're kind of the same academically and talent gifted in what we were doing compared to our younger brother. Who was doing less good than we used to do.
Yeah, but they let him do this.
But it was always compared to us. Why can you be more nicer than your sister? Why can you do
no, that's not true.
Like her sister?
In our case, I feel like our brother was... he was not at our level, but we had all the expectations, and when we did something less good, our parents were getting mad. Our mom was getting really mad, and I remember telling her one day, my brother has C's and D's all the time, and you let it slide. Why can't I have like a C once in my life?
Because he can do better.
Yeah, that's it, because you can do better. But that's bullshit. It creates sibling rivalry, and in our case, it's a bit different, because they, as twins, like... Ram was so good from the get-go, and she was always better and better and better. So you see it from Ram's point of view. She is expected to eventually be just as good. Whereas I remember when I got my diploma in high school, my mother, I got a special recognition thing, like because I had the best score in French and in English. So I got a special plaque and stuff. And the first thing my mom told me when I got that plaque was, good! She turned to my sister and she was like, then you know what to beat next year. I remember thinking in that moment, can't I have this? Can't I have the acknowledgement that I did something great? Why should she have to surpass me? And in that moment, I felt kind of angry at my mom and also at you.
Why?
Not at you personally, but I was like, why?
How could you be angry? Sorry.
No, you didn't get what I said. Not angry at you personally, but angry at the fact that you would be expected to do better than me, and I can't have something for myself. And that's what happens when parents, keep comparing the kids and pitting them against each other. Oh, your sister did this, now you're expected to do better or just as good. It creates conflict and it creates insecurities.
Even when we're just having our own style because I'm more girly than she is, technically. I wear more girl stuff.
No
like
fucking shit.
skirt or dresses. And, but technically both of us are kind of tomboy. But I just dress maybe more dresses than she does. Or skirt than she does. And our parents are always comparing us and beating her on this, that why are you not more a girl?
Why are you not more girly?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. But no, yeah, the thing with parents, and I mean, they mean well. They don't think that it's gonna affect the kids that much, but you clearly see that it creates insecurities, because one of the sisters feels like she's not good enough because she's always being compared. No one is ever telling her, wow, what you did was great, you are good. She's being told, wow, what you did was great, maybe eventually you'll be just as good as your sister. She's like, am I not enough? And I can totally get it, because I mean, this is for a kid not to be enough and to be told, and not directly, but you know, she can read between the lines, and she ends up thinking that she's never going to reach that level. No wonder that now she sees herself as the replacement, because I mean, she thinks that she robbed her sister of the chance to shine, so she has to overcompensate. She's like, I robbed the world of this great demon that she could have become, and now I'm the only one with a horn, and I'm terrible. So I mean, I'm failing at life here. I have to prove that I can at least fill in for my sister, because she did not rob her of the horn. She was not the one who did it, and she was not even responsible. But in that moment,
she felt in that moment, yeah.
Yeah, she felt happy that her sister was gonna be lower than her, that she was gonna lose what made her so good. And as sad and selfish as it is, I totally understand where this comes from, and it's not her fault, it's the parents' fault for pitting them against each other.
I understand too. I use sometimes, and sometimes I still think like that. When I do something that better than you technically, I have this rush of feeling too.
Everything is gonna come out in this discussion. What?
No, but it's something when because we're doing the same thing. We got the same expectation to do great things, and of course we can have a little sibling rivalry between us. Nothing is tainted or
Rivalry, yeah. We can have
like
rivalry.
a bad rivalry between siblings. But yeah, I'm gonna be glad if I can do something better for Daniel for once.
Because, I mean, we're joking when we're watching the episode, but it's true, though, that I resemble a lot Ram and you resemble a lot Rem. I'm not, and I mean, it comes from the fact that I'm the oldest and you're the youngest, and just like they are, the oldest does things first, so obviously if she nails it and does things amazingly, or I don't know, or if the parents are proud, then they're going to turn to the youngest sibling and expect the same.
Come on, do the same. Why you can't do the same?
That's the thing. Like, you're good at a lot of things that I'm bad at, and I'm good at a lot of things that you're bad at, and it's
we
just
both suck at some of those things too.
Yeah, and I mean, it all comes down to what the parents want their children to be like. And
so true.
Because I mean, when I was a kid, I remember my parents my dad never really said anything about this, but my mom wanted me to be a teacher, and she wanted you to become a doctor.
Doctor?
So, yeah. And then we started growing up and having our own thoughts of what we wanted. And really early in my life, I turned towards artistic stuff. Like, I wanted to be an author. And then it turned into the director. And it stayed like that for the rest of my life. It's up to date. But I wanted to do artistic things. Like, I tried to do photography a little bit when I was really young. I tried writing stuff, drawing stuff. I was into arts. And you kept towards, you wanted to be a veterinarian for a while. And I remember the moment
that died really.
Yeah, that died fast. But the moment we had to make the choice of what we want to do in the future, and it became official, and I turned to my parents and said, you know what? I want to be a movie director. And my mom's dream of me becoming a professor. And I remember when I was young, I want to be a movie director. And she was like, no. You're going to be a teacher, and your sister's going to be a doctor. She used to say that.
Really?
And I was like, all right, keep thinking that, but that's not what's going to happen, because I did not want to be a teacher. So when I told her I'm going to do this in life, And I mean, doesn't matter if I'm good at it. Doesn't matter if I have talents there. Because I was not meeting her expectations. She wanted me to be good in something else. So obviously I became something to be, not despised, because she doesn't despise me, but we had huge fights.
Fun of?
No, but I mean, I remember when I first tried to go to university in cinema, nothing worked, you know, nothing worked because I did not have... I did not really work on my application video or anything, so I got rejected, and I saw this as a challenge. I was like, oh, you know what? It didn't work this year, but I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna keep trying, and eventually it's gonna work, and it did. So I'm like, I kept working on it, but the first time I went to my mom and said, Mom, I was rejected, I'm not going to school in cinema this year, she looked at me and said, well, maybe this is a sign that it's not where you should be, you know? She wanted to crush that dream so hard. So for the parents, it doesn't matter if, like, I'm going back to this, but it doesn't matter if REM was good in something else. Their expectations was for her to be good as a demon, to be good with her powers, the way REM was.
Yeah.
So they tend to overlook the other talents of their children because they have a clear view of what they want their children to be. And if they don't meet these expectations, they're failures. It's really bad for the children to pit them against one another. And I'm really glad it did not destroy their relationship, although we could say that their relationship could be better. Because it's almost like they're guilty, like they're standing with one another because they're guilty of what happened to the other sister.
That's not a good way of doing stuff.
Yeah.
Because we know that both of them love each other, but both of them are despising themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they feel guilty and they got low self-esteem of what they are and what they can do. And like you said, they feel guilty towards your sister because Ram thinks that she's responsible for the unhappiness of her sister.
Yep.
And Ram feels responsible because she thinks that Ram could have been so great.
She robbed her of that chance.
Yeah.
Or she's not as good.
Yeah.
It's horrible. So I'm really happy that Subaru can help them out a little bit. He made her laugh. He made her cry. He made her break out of that shell she put herself in.
They are so much different than what we saw in the first time when they were on screen.
Yeah, some of you guys were saying, please don't hate on Ram. She's best waifu. And I'm like, we never hated her. We got surprised when she killed Subaru, but we never hated her. We were more...
You say Ram. Not Ram. Ram.
Yeah, Rem.
You said Ram.
No, I said Ram. You said Ram! You know what? You said the same thing a couple episodes ago, and I watched it again on the editing, and I did say Rem, so maybe you're hearing wrong. But anyway, Rem, when she killed Subaru, we kind of,
we were shocked.
Yeah, but we never hated her. We were just really curious about the backstory, and now we got most of it.
It breaks our heart.
Oh, yes. It was so sad and so cute. But alright, we're gonna move on now. I mean, for once, the episode ends on a good note. So,
thank God!
Let's move on to the next chapter.
Oh, yeah. Half of this season, guys!
Yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yeah, so you know the drill. If you want to watch it now, you go down there, you click, and you subscribe to it. Or you wait for the next one to come up on YouTube, guys.
Yeah, couple days. Yeah. See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.